cutting through the sky. Clouds part quick as the engines roar. Boeing 777 calling for more. Winds are shaking, but he holds the fight. Metal birds screaming lightning in the night. Dale shouts louder, let the engines sing. Captain grins wide, feels the sky take wing. Soaring through the blue on a burning trail. Captain Burger flying fearless with Dale. Throttle wide open, hear the freedom cry. Boeing 777 tearing up the sky.
Alrighty, boys. We're here, we're back. No one's probably watching this, but in case you're tuning into the VOD, I guess for whatever reason, just going to say hello. What we'll do, probably, maybe we can get a little tunes in the background just to get us started. All right. APU gens are on. Get into our FMC. We'll get this plane started up real fast and be on our way. Welcome to the channel. Captain Burger here. Good to see you. Gonna be flying today. We're doing some storm hunting up here in Canada. I basically just went on the low IFR map here. Just kind of found where some of the shittiest weather was. We happened to have a controller on. Within about an hour of this airport here. Matthew O, big dog! At work, got you on the headphones. Oh, good to see you, Matthew O. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. I'll try and make it as entertaining as possible for your work entertainment. Yeah, basically what I did today, and this is probably what I'm going to do from now on, is just, at least for the weekday streams, and let me know. I'll turn the music off. I don't know if it's too loud or annoying. I'll just shut it off, I guess. But yeah, basically one on the like current IFR conditions map and whatever, just a couple charts online, aviation charts, and basically found where the shittiest weather was. And then we basically are just going to go ahead and launch a flight from a nearby airport and fly into it. That'll be kind of what we do on the weekdays here. I don't even know where the hell I am right now. CY, I guess that's Edmonton, Alberta. CYEG. This will be the first time I've ever flown any kind of Canadian carrier on Vatsim, so that'll be fun. Already don't know what the hell airport I'm at, but I guess that's neither here nor there. Alright, we're at CYEG, Edmonton, Alberta. We're going to be going to... where the heck are we going to? CYOD. I don't know what that is, but we'll... it has some very shitty weather as of right now, so that'll be the best part about it. Alright, we'll go ahead and request our flight plan. There actually is a tower controller on, at least for now, in Edmonton, which is fucking great. I just happened to get lucky with that one. We had some shitty weather at a few places up in the northwest, like Seattle and all that. And Seattle Center is on, but I kind of started looking up these airports, just frantically trying to find out if it's something I can do. And you find these airports with like the low IFR conditions are actually like they have like 2,000 foot runways, so obviously can't land a 7.3 there. I guess I could have flown like a Cessna or something, but I haven't flown that shit in IFR in so long, boys. Alright, right now we're getting our flight plan all situated. Looks like we're going to go ahead and expect runway 2 for departure. Let's see. Departure runway 2, affirm. Okay, we'll get that plugged in right now. Run our numbers real fast. Just trying to get this flight off quick, boys. I'm not just trying to, these afternoon flights, I don't have a ton of time. We'll just be doing one leg. Let's see, reserves today. Let's grab that real quick. So Captain Canada was flying out of Tampa. That was pretty cool, flying back. I'll be listening to that tomorrow at work, much like you are, Matthew. Thanks for tuning in again, my friends. Let's see, 4.8 on the fuel reserves. There we go. Let's see, cruise wind. We can get all this shit real quick. 235 at 1.8. Let's see, that'll be 04. All right, on. There we go. Very good. Takeoff calculations. There'll be flaps 5 today. DG's calculated. There we go. We can go ahead and let's set our altimeter setting right there real quick. We'll get into this tablet real fast, get our weight and balance all sorted out, and we'll be ready to go. Pull these chocks real quick. We already start the APU. First thing I do, boys. Uncle Ben's, good to see you, big dog. Let's get this bad boy going. Yeah, jump seating with you, brother. Yeah, so today, Uncle Ben's, we're flying from, I don't know, somewhere in Edmonton, Canada, Alberta, to some other place in Canada, and we're basically just flying into some shitty weather. That's going to be the theme for the weekday flights here. What am I trying to do here, boys? I need to get in the weight and balance, find it in this clunky-ass fucking... This thing's just a disaster, boys, I swear. Just, I've kind of get used to it. System, nope, prayer was right there. Performance payload. Alrighty, weight and balance we gotta do first. We'll just throw our passengers in here real quick. Hopefully I filed this, I think I did. 116 passengers. We're operating WestJet today. First time I've ever flown any kind of Canadian carrier. So I'll probably say like the wrong airline 400 times. Probably forget what airline I'm even flying, but hey, that's part of the fun, boys. Cargo, we'll just say fucking 3,000 each. Who gives a shit? It's about close enough to what we filed. Fuel, let's see, that actually is kind of important. Block fuel 9.3. Throw that in real quick. Taxi fuel is always 420 according to SimBrief. I don't know why that is, but it is. Planned trip fuel today. Check my little load sheet real fast here. Trip fuel is going to be about 2.7 calculated, 2.8. Let's see, 2782. Okay, we'll set that. We'll set fuel, set payload. Complete. This stuff we can import from the FMC for our performance. Runway 2. 15 degrees outside. What's that in Metro America's temperature? Usually double it and add 30, so that'd be like 60 degrees Fahrenheit. That's actually pretty nice, man. I could go for some 60-degree weather right now, boys. I'll tell you that. Takeoff rating will be good. Aircraft air conditioning. I don't know, man. I just fucking native Floridian. We'll just put air conditioning on. Who gives a shit? Anti-ice. I don't really know. I guess we'll see if we get some ice. I don't think we will. It's 60 degrees out on the surface, but maybe when we get in the flight levels, we'll get some ice. We'll see what happens, boys. Keep an eye on that. Cell temp 49 degrees. Because we're already using reserve fuel. I don't even know that's... You know what? That shit's on kilograms. I gotta fix that real quick. Let's see here, boys. What are we doing here? Get our cell temp loaded in real quick. It's gonna be 49. Yeah, I forgot this is the first time I've flown this plane's with this livery, so I gotta like go into the... Fuck, I think it's in the tablet here, boys. Let me see if I can find this shit real quick. If we can't, we'll just fudge the numbers. We'll just add some extra fuel or something. Let's see. I always forget where the hell this setting is. Celsius, pounds. Yeah, we want the weight in pounds. That should all be good there. I don't know why we're not getting the general settings. Sync with aircraft gauge. We'll probably just fucking send her here. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just Google, like, what the fuck is, you know, how much fuel do we need? 93.17 pounds to kilograms, boys, and we'll just fucking do it that way. So about 42, so we'll call her like 40, I don't know what that's, we'll just, it'll be close enough. Who gives a shit? Just to get this flight going, boys. I don't want to spend forever with this. Let's go weight and balance. So how far off were we there? Oh yeah, we were pretty far off, about 2,000 kilograms short. We'll just call her, fuck it, boys, like 4,300. Set that fuel. Should see 4,300 kilograms there down, boys. Alright, fuck it. We're just going to roll with it, I guess. We'll figure it out later. Alright, we do have Edmonton Tower online. 118.3s. Oh, having a stroke here. Let's go ahead and get him tuned in real quick. He's probably stoked he actually has some traffic. I never would have flew out of here. I just happens to be some shitty weather in the vicinity, so 118.3 is tuned. Let's see if we got... Oh, I haven't even signed on to Vatsim yet. I guess I need to do that too. That would probably help. Maybe we'll get our little clearance here. Alrighty, it's going to be WJA 3 Boeing 737 MAX Connect. There we go. Alright, we'll see if we get a PDC. Otherwise, we'll call this guy up for a clearance real quick. See where we're at with starting this thing up, boys. APU's rocking and rolling. We're on APU gen. Arm that real quick. Oops, shit. There we go. Where the fuck? Just, okay, there we go. Flight director's on. We'll just get a little stuff pre-fired here real quick. Alright, let me call this guy up and see if he got my flight plan. I don't know. I think I filed it. Sometimes I think I filed it and I didn't. You know, Max, you can see it displays your call on the top left of the PFD. Set it in the ID on the end page. Oh, thanks, Uncle Benz. I appreciate that. Like it'd be like in here somewhere, probably. Transponder, cell cal, flight number. Yeah, I would imagine it would go right there. I appreciate that, Uncle Benz. Thanks, man. We learn something new every day. Let's see. We got the headset on. We are WestJet 3. We're going to call up Edmonton Tower. I also have no fucking clue where I'm going, so let me figure it out real quick so I can tell this guy where I'm going. I've also never really flown in Canada that much, so this is going to be a learning experience possibly, but... let's see, we're going to whatever CYOD is. What is CYOD, boys? Let me pull up fucking Navigraph here. That's going to be Cold Lake, I guess. Captain R.W. McNair, Cold Lake, Canada. See what it refers to itself as on the charts here. I guess I already had the chart up. Yeah, we'll go with Cold Lake, Alberta. Our experience, welcome to the channel, friend. Yeah, man, you just bought the MAX 8 today. That's awesome, dude. It's a great plane. I highly recommend it. Obviously, you already bought it, so I don't need to, I guess. But yeah, it's a great plane, man. You're going to have a blast with it. Just really high fidelity. Everything just works really good on it. Looks nice. It's really just, you're going to love the plane, man. I kind of dilly-dallied buying it, and I'm frustrated I did even. Let's see, we're calling up for Cold Lake. See if you got our flight plan first here. Edmonton Tower, good afternoon. WestJet 3, request IFR to Cold Lake.
WestJet 3, Edmonton Tower, good evening. You are cleared to the Cold Lake Airport via the Gabbett 1 departure. Flight plan route, departure runway 02, squawk 4012.
Alright, cleared via the Gabbett departure, then it's filed. Squawk 4012 and expecting runway 2 for WestJet 3.
WestJet 3, read back correct. Information alpha is current. Questions start at your discretion. Call me ready for taxi.
Alrighty, push at our discretion. We'll call for taxi and we'll go ahead and grab Alpha WestJet 3. Yeah, I don't know if you can see this, but I wrote down like 02 and I was sitting there when I was reading it back. I was like, what the hell did I just write down Oz for? I was like, bro, but I usually should have just wrote down 2. That's why I had a little stroke there reading it back. I read it back out of order and everything. That was a little silly, boys. Alright, we're squawking whatever the fuck. 4012, TARA set. Gabbett departure, let's throw it in real quick. We literally only have one fix, Eblar. It's like the shortest flight ever. It seemed like an hour-long flight. So that'll be Yeg, Gabbett. I'll have to pull this up real fast. Let's see what this looks like, boys. A Gabbett departure. Kind of fun flying somewhere different. It's like a little different, you know, fun. I usually just fly in the U.S., so... Gray shirt, good to see. Oh, Boss Leo's here too. Holy smokes, it's the whole gang, boys. We got everybody here. Swedish Fish, where are you, bud? Gray shirt, good to see you. Boss Leo, great to see you. As always, man, you guys are killing it. I love it. You guys showing up all the time, man. It's really quite humbling, I'll tell you. Boss Leo, the FO is actually here today. Yeah, we didn't leave her at the gate today. That is for sure. All right, let's see. Gray shirt says, just remember when talking to Canadian controllers, go A at the end of the sentence. They appreciate the local touch. Yeah, that's great. At my job, I actually had a bunch of Canadian people there, and like yesterday, and I was talking to them. They're really nice people. The guy's like, he's like, thanks for the help, eh? And I was like, dude, you're like the stereotypical Canadian here, but I love Canadian people, honestly. They're all cool as fuck. Some of my best buds back on the Xbox days, we still talk, but we play video games together. They're from Canada. And they're really just awesome people, man. Just good senses of humor and just really just nice folks. Alright, this is Gavin 1 departure. Let's see, I don't even know how the fuck charts work here. So in Canada, on recognition of failure, 10 minutes after the last takeoff, for conditions, that'd be like for radio failure, okay. I believe, anyways, initial climbing heading 020 to 2900, then direct to Avuto, then 020 to Gabit for vectors. So we would be to Eblar basically from there. Maintain 6,000 or planned altitude. So I guess what we'll do, said or planned altitude, we're only going up to like 17,000, so I guess since there's no center controller on, we'll just program that. And then let's make sure we got our little fixes here. We don't have a transition. It's kind of a small little... See if this shows up here. Yeah, Vuto, Gabit, and then Eblar will be our thing after we vector ourselves, and then we'll just pick up whatever approach we're going into. I hope the weather stays shitty. I don't know how long it's going to be shitty for, boys, but it was shitty, let me tell you. Let's see this. Let me see if I can bring this up for you guys, boys. This is what I've been looking at when I get on here. We're going somewhere up here. Here we go. Sea yacht. We got 250 at 9 knots, 8 statute miles, overcast 1,000. Temp dew point 12 and 10. Yeah, it was a little worse when I looked at it earlier. Hopefully it's not going to improve. But yeah, it should be fun, boys. I try to just find some shitty weather and we'll fly right into her, boys. Horror experience. Sorry, bud, I didn't see your message. Are you on some update 4? This is Flight Simulator 2020 horror experience. So we're just on like whatever, I don't know what version there is, but I'm not on 2024 yet. Maybe someday I'll make the move, but for right now I'm pretty happy with what we got here. Alrighty, let's see. Pitot heat can be on, that's fine. Okay, let's see. I guess we can go ahead and push at our discretion, he said, and call for taxi. Get a little fog out here, wherever we are at Edmonton. So let me see. Runway 2, where we got to go for that one, boys? Let's check that out real fast, and then we'll get off the ground here real quick. I always try to like figure out what the active runway is, and then just park right next to it. So we'll just back on to whatever this fucking thing is right here, and we'll just get like Quebec Alpha right to 2. That should be good, boys. That's a nice looking livery, actually. WestJet. I fueled them a couple times whenever I worked at TPA. WestJet would come down every once in a while. We'd fuel them up. It was fun. Like we're all clear around. This is just standard stock Edmonton. I might start picking up some of the... Oh, I guess we can push back without the tug being connected. Fuck it, boys. Yeah, I guess our experience... Yeah, no worries, man. I don't care. It's all good. I'm just here to have a good time, man. Having you guys along for the ride's all the more fun, man. Just having some company. Boss Lil, did you do any flying today, bud, over there in Ethiopia? Still blows my mind that I'm just talking to somebody in Ethiopia. That's cool as fuck, man. I actually had me at work. I was like sitting there looking up Ethiopia and like Ethiopian Airlines, and I was looking at like all the cities over there and stuff, and like the routes and stuff. I was checking it all out, man. I wonder if I should just yeah, we push back this way. That'll be all right. There's runway 2 right there. All right, let's fire these engines, boys. Go ahead and do that real quick. All these fuel pumps can come on. Get our anti-collision light on. I think the yaw damper we got to wait on for that. Let's see. We can go ahead and fire engines now. We'd be good to go. Oh, fuck. Do we have to turn on APU bleed? That should be good. That'll let us fire. Those packs are off. Very good. Okay. I'm going to shut up and let you listen to these engines as always. Oh, good thing we didn't see anybody hiding in the luggage cart or wherever that is. Smuggling people. It's like the food truck, catering truck. Okay, we're waiting for this motoring to clear right here. And put that on RTO. Alright, we're firing engine number 1. Yeah, hard experience. If you're still here, man, you're going for a treat when you get these sounds going, man. I gotta put like your headphones on and crank them bitches up to fucking max volume. I swear this is such a cool sounding plane, man, with these these engines they got in here are. Engine 1 was good. We'll go ahead and start the next engine over. I can go to continuous. Flip the taxi light on. Fuck it, might as well. Always forget that shit, so might as well do it while I'm looking at it. Boss Leo says, no, I'm actually on guard for the next week. This week, my approved schedule for the next 2 months is 2 days a week and max 3 flights a day. You say you're on guard. Does that mean like you're close to your hour cap or something like that, or like what does that mean exactly? Or like reserve maybe? Yeah, Horror Experience. Yeah, nice sounds for sure. You did 2 flights. Where did you fly to, Horror Experience? Where'd you go, bud? Uncle Ben's. Yeah, better in person, I would imagine. That would be way sicker in person. Let's see, we're up to N2 where we want it, so we can go ahead and roll this engine number 2. Alrighty, boys. Engine 2 fired up nicely for us. We'll flip that to continuous. We can get the ISO valve to auto. APU bleed can come off, packs can come on. And kind of did that a little out of order, but we'll go ahead and get on the gens for the engines. APU bleeds off, auto, packs on. We can turn off the APU at this time. Let's go ahead and do that. Looks like we're off bus. Very good. APU is coming off. Okay, we'll go through our flows real fast. Yaw dampers on. Looks good. Fuel pumps are all on as necessary. Go ahead and run this on to Gen 1. Seatbelt lights are on and passenger fucking whatever TVs are on in the back. Gens are on. Very good. Taxi lights on. Looks good. All this stuff looks good. Seatbelt lights on. Window heat, probe heat's on. Good. Wing ice we'll leave off for now. Hydraulic pumps are all on. Recirc fans, auto, I believe that's where they need to be. Packs are on auto, APU bleed off, engine bleeds are on. 17,000 set, that's our climb altitude, initial climb altitude, and then 1750, I believe that's going to be our landing altitude. And put that on strobe. Fuck it, we'll put the logo light on, a little foggy out, boys, makes it look cool for the people in the terminal. Flight directors are on, auto throttle will come on once we get on the runway, 17,000 set. Everything else should be good. Let's see what that heading was one more time for our departure. Let's see, old Gabbett 1, it's going to be, what did it say down here, 020. Okay, we'll go ahead and throw that in. I'll get that off the screen real quick. 020. Oh shit, okay, come on little plane, there you go. Alright, very good. We got our, whatever the fuck called the RTO, auto brake. We're on with tower, and basically, boys, I think we're ready to get our taxi clearance. Get my shell turned around here. We're going right over here to runway 2, so it should be just a quick little 2 hops and a skip. I'll get my dang old taxi chart zoomed in real quick so I know where the hell I'm going. So it's most likely going to be right on Quebec and then Alpha right onto runway 02. Edmonton Tower, WestJet 3, we are all set for taxi with information Alpha.
WestJet 3, runway 02, altimeter 2973, taxi apron 1 at your discretion, then right on Quebec. Alpha, hold short, runway 02.
Already taxi through the apron at our discretion, right on Quebec, then Alpha and hold short of runway 2 for WestJet 3, and we've got 2973 in the Timmy. Alright.
In the Timmy, that's a new one.
You like that one? That's a Tony original right there. Alright, we'll go ahead and pull forward apron at our discretion. Looks like it's nice and clear. We'll be the first right turn on Quebec right here. This controller sounds like a nice fella. Looking a little foggy up here in Edmonton. This is cool, boys. I like it. First right turn on Quebec. Then Alpha, he said. This must be like de-icing pads or something up here. I'm sure they do a lot of that in the winter. Boss Leo, I'll read your message here in just a moment once we get airborne, probably. Make sure our flaps are set. Actually, I did forget to do that. Flaps 5, very good. 2973 set in the Timmy. put our little traffic ring on. We're on TARA. Everything's good. Squawk codes. Everything's looking good, boys. Make our right turn onto Alpha. Coming up here just a jiffy, as you can see. And we'll hold short of runway 2, and then it'll clear us for takeoff. And then, unfortunately, no more controllers on, but at least we had this guy on. That was cool. Yeah, Matthew, I know like a lot of people...
WestJet 3 Center is offline. Airborne monitor Unicom 122.8. Winds 340 at 7. Clear for takeoff, runway 02. See ya. Thank you very much for flying.
Alrighty, clear for takeoff, runway 2, and we'll switch over to Unicom once airborne. Thanks for the service. Thanks for being online, WestJet 3. So... Alright. Clear for takeoff, runway 2. Clear left. Clear final. Clear whatever. If runway's clear. From what I can see, we're in the fog over here, boys. Cleared enter over here. Runway 2 verified. We'll line her up. Get that auto throttle. We'll hit the Dale button. Get the hell out of here, boys. Dale button is the toga button.
Runway 02.
Yes, thank you, plane. I'll make sure my throttles are not fucking around. Alright, auto throttle's armed. We can go and hit the Dale button. By our experience, your toga little shortcuts right here, this top screw right next to your autopilot. That's going to be your little shortcut for your toga button if you're looking for it. Took me like fucking forever to figure that out. I saw like a Reddit post or something. Didn't set the V speeds, but fuck it, boys, you know what, fucking 134 or something, probably 140, something like that. Forgot to do that, I guess. A little hasty, trying to get out of here. My own fault. Alright, we'll climb out of here on 020 heading. We're just probably just going to follow this little cute little SID. Oh, we're fucking 150 knots, boys. Alright, positive rate, gear up. Basically just a runway heading. That's all they want from you. Could have just said that, but whatever, I guess. We'll just follow this little thing just for, you know, for fun, I guess. That blower, that's our first fix, really. Alright, we're speeding up. Flaps can come up. Leave that last 10 degrees in there, 1 degree, whatever the fuck it is, boys. Heading 020, we'll maintain that. Keep our climb coming up here, keep accelerating. Be up to like 250 knots. Get on more in that little 020 heading there just to make everybody happy. And we'll see what we get into, boys, with these clouds. Hopefully we get some nice shitty ceilings. I don't know what's it looking like over here to the east, boys. Well, maybe we'll get, I guess we'll just teleport through the plane. Might get into some shit, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Go ahead and accelerate a little bit more. We'll drop the nose. Get this last set of flaps up right quick. There we go. Alright, let's check the chat here. We're hand flying. Ethiopian doesn't let you pick your preferred route and days until you become a captain on the 7-3. Very interesting. For regional props, even if you're a captain, they give you a strict schedule you will follow. Huh, okay, so you guys don't really bid on anything initially. That's pretty interesting, I guess. I don't really, I think of like Ethiopian, I guess they don't really have like a regional airline. It's just like everything's Ethiopian, basically. Is that how it works, Boss Leo? Like they don't have like United and then United Express. It's just all United, kind of, if you will. Look at these cool clouds we're flying through right now. This is very neat, boys. Uncle Ben's loves Ross. What is that, my friend? I don't know what the heck. I probably should know what that is, but I don't. I don't know what that is, Uncle Ben. Boss Leo says turn and burn. Hell yeah, brother. That's what's up. Press the old Dale button. Yeah, our experience, that little toga button will be a lifesaver. We can be even going a little faster, accelerating here. We're climbing up nicely. Once we get at our top of climb, well, maybe 10,000 feet, we'll just probably just fly this whole little SID just for fun, just because he told us to, and then we'll blast off over here to Eblar, get our vectors going once we clear this gibbet. All good, Ross. I don't know what that means, man. People tell me stuff and I'm like, bro, I don't know what the heck. I don't know. Aviation has a lot of acronyms and like, you know, below 10 or above 10,000 we can accelerate. I really need to drop the nose down, don't I, boys? I'm just excited to get climbing, boys. Get her going. There we go. Drop that nose down. We'll get some little cool cinematic shots. Look at that beautiful plane. That's a nice looking livery right there, I'll tell you. It's very unique with the blue and like the teal. Just a good looking plane right there. Got some nice cloudy weather, man. I'm hoping this will turn into some good, good shitty weather at our destination. We'll go ahead and turn towards this first fix here, our only fix. Boss Leo says there are no other airlines. Yeah, there are charter companies but no airlines. Oh, okay, very interesting, Boss Leo. Uncle Ben says runway awareness and advisory system. Yeah, Ross. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you know what? I actually do like it a lot. It sounds very like futuristic. It's very cool sounding when you're like, oh, approaching runway 02. It sounds cool as fuck. It's cool. Like the voice just sounds cool. You know, I don't know, man. All the little airplane voices sound cool. Except for like fucking terrain too low, I guess. That one's a scary one there. Hopefully we don't hear that one. Alright, we're still hand flying her, climbing up to 17,000. We'll get to Eblar. Still on with this tower controller, just fucking chilling with them. I guess we can change that over. Oopsie daisy, 122.8. There we go. Alright, accelerating to our climb speed, 280 knots. We'll keep our climb coming. On runway. That's what they say. Very cool, boys. That's a very cool voice. I think Ethiopian used to fly to Tampa. That's insane, Boss Leo. I didn't know that. I'll have to look that up. I did not know they flew there. I never spotted an Ethiopian plane there. I think the most like... Oh fuck, we're blasting towards our altitude here. What the fuck am I doing, boys? I gotta turn this thing out a little bit. Alright, we'll level off at 17,000. Keep our acceleration going. We'll just put the autopilot on so I can look at the chat. There we go. We'll do one of these. We'll do a level change. We'll fucking hide the little yoke, boys. We'll put her into LNAV real quick. There we go, boys. Where are we going? I fucking have her on heading mode apparently still. Silly plane. Silly me, I guess. Alright, we can keep accelerating here. Yeah, it's be a very short flight. Just doing a little wing wag to the controller in Edmonton. Cool guy, boys. We'll just say that's what we're doing. Coming up on Eblar here in 7.5 miles, so I should probably figure out what the hell approach I'm going to do into wherever the fuck we're going. Seayard. Let's check that out real quick. Let's see here. Seayard. We're going to take a look at what this airport... Now it's calling for moderate VFR. That sucks, boys. So wind is going to be 250 at 9, so more or less out of the west. Looks like we've got runway 22, maybe 131. Maybe we'll do the 31 approach. We got 31 right, 31 left. We'll do 31 left, I guess. RNAV GNSS. Yeah, fuck it, boys. We'll just do an RNAV approach. See if we can get her down to minimums on that thing. 2200. It might be fun if we go missed, you know. Let's see. So we're going to CIA. We went to RNAV. 31 left. Fuck it, boys. Let's just do that. Or maybe we do. Maybe I should do a localizer ILS if it's lower ceilings. Who gives a shit, boys? We'll just do the RNF. ILSAG. Got a little discontinuity, of course. We'll just go straight to this fix here. We'll see where that's taking us. Just make sure it looks good. Alright, cool, boys. So yeah, let's check this approach out. Let's check the weather out real quick again. Hopefully it hasn't cleared too much. Saying 250 at 9, 8 statute miles, overcast 1,000. Okay. Yeah, this isn't gonna probably get us low enough, boys. We might need to go on a localizer. I mean an ILS. Yeah. Looks like we got 1,000-foot ceilings. That's what I'm talking about, boys. Let's run an ILS approach instead. Actually, I think that's gonna be more logical. Something going westerly. What do we got here, boys? We got a ILS Zulu 31 right. That's gonna get us 1975. I don't know what that'd be 200 foot. Actually, let me check and double check what the yeah, we were doing RNAV 22, I think. Is that what we were doing? RNAV 31 left. Okay. 447. That should be. We should be good on this. Actually, we'll stay on this approach right here. This should be good. Let me go outside a little bit here and we'll check the chat out. Let me know if that shit's too loud, boys. I can turn her down for you. Let's see. We got a little smiley face thingy from Uncle Ben's. Boss Leo says, I think Ethiopians should fly to Tampa. Okay, yeah, we read that already. Boss Leo says maybe Dreamliners or 777s. I'll have to look into that, man. I'll see when they were flying there. I didn't know they flew there. I think the only thing we've really gotten that I've seen is been what is it? British Airways, obviously. We've had WestJet, Canadian people, Air Canada, all that stuff. We've had what else have we had? Zero wings, I think. I never seen Ethiopian though. That would be pretty sick, man. Never even saw a 7.8. Actually, I might have seen one out there. Our experience calling for a barrel roll. Maybe if we signed off a network, maybe we'll see. Our experience also asking, do you fly in Europe? Honestly, our experience, I've never flown. I've never flown in Europe on Vatsim. It's beautiful over there, fascinating territory, but I don't know, man. Like I'm good with the American controllers and starting to branch out. I've just started flying into the Caribbean and Mexico and Canada on Vatsim. So I kind of got to get my feet wet over there at some point in Europe. Maybe I'll pick out some like small airport or something, smaller route. Maybe if you got any recommendations, I'm all ears, man. I'm guessing that's where you mostly fly. It looks like you flew there earlier with the new Max 8. Boss Leo says, oh, never mind. Ethiopian only flew U.S. citizens evacs flights from Israel. Huh, an Ethiopian flew those. That's wild, man. Doesn't fly in a normal schedule, huh? Very interesting. So they were flying people from Israel to the America on Ethiopia planes. I bet the U.S. government cut them a fat check or something for that one, I suppose. I don't know. That's pretty wild, man. But I guess you could fit a lot of people on like a 787 or whatever, 777. That makes sense. Pretty interesting. Thanks for sharing that, Boss Leo. Let's see, check and see how close we are. Top of descent. We're getting there. I always like to kind of research the airport we're going to. I've never flown here before, so this is Cold Lake, Alberta. Group Captain McNair. I'm guessing that's named after somebody. Let's do a little research, boys, and see what the heck's going on here, boys. Cold Lake, Alberta Airport. Maybe we can find a little Wikipedia article here or something. This is apparently a regional airport. Yeah, there's actually like no fucking information. CFB Cold Lake, I guess maybe that's like the Air Force base. Canadian Air Force. Oh, okay, this looks like a little more logical. CFB Cold Lake is a Canadian Forces base. So that's what CFB stands for. Interesting. In the city of Cold Lake, Alberta. The facility is operated as an Air Force base by the Royal Canadian Air Force, approximately 35 kilometers south of Cold Lake Air Weapons Range. Oh, okay. So we might have some F-18s flying by us. That's pretty sick, boys. Let's see here. They got a little Canadian Forces. Look at that thing. That looks sick, boys. F-18. Maybe I'll fly a fighter jet on the network one time. See what this airport's named after. Their facility is named Cold Lake Group Captain R.W. McNair Airport after World War II Spitfire ace Robert Wendell Buck McNair. I think I've actually heard of that guy, believe it or not. I don't know how I've heard of him, but I feel like I've heard of him. Let's see here. So was he like a Canadian pilot or a British pilot? Because the Spitfire was a British plane. It's one of 3 military aerodromes in Canada to be named after an individual, along with Valcartier, I don't even try heliport, and Moose Jaw Air Vice Marshal C.M. McEwen Airport. Airport is classified as an airport of entry by NAV Canada and is staffed by Canadian Border Services. So apparently they fly in international flights. It's used by international flights. It's currently restricted to military aircraft and personnel. Very cool, boys. So yeah, who is this? Who is Buck McNair? Is this guy like? Let's see what this guy says. He's Group Captain Robert Wendell Buck McNair. Was a Royal Canadian Air Force flying ace of the Second World War. Okay, with 16 or 16 and a half victories and 5 probables. I don't really know what that means. Apparently he was from Nova Scotia, and he flew like Spitfires in World War II. That's pretty gangster, boys. I didn't know like Canadians flew Spitfires, but I guess they did. Look at this shitty. Oh fuck, we're not. Where are we going, boys? We're not even on fucking course, are we? What are we doing here, boys? Go ahead. I don't know what the fuck's going on with this LNAV shit right now. Good thing we're not actually. Gotta fucking pay attention, I guess. Alright, we're just gonna turn on heading. I don't know what the fuck we're doing here, boys. We'll be alright, though. Let's check the chat here real quick. Let's see here. You should try Split or Marseille. Okay, brother, I'll check it out. We'll see, man. Like, honestly, this is kind of, I'm just kind of getting out of my comfort zone, doing stuff like even flying in Canada with this stream here, honestly. Like, it's good, though, man, because you just kind of learn new stuff, and I always like to, like, learn about the airport I'm going to and shit, so... while we're hunting this shitty weather, you know, in these weekday streams, I'll see, man, if they got some shitty weather in France, maybe we'll just fucking send it. I don't know if that's the best time to do it, but we'll try it one time. I'll give it a shot. Our experience just for you, bud. Boss Lil says, in Vatsim, if you were coming for a landing declaring Mayday, are there fire brigades that come out to your plane? Only in your imagination, Boss Lil. We don't really have that simulated. It would be kind of fun though. Man, you got some good ideas, I'll tell you. I wish we would do that, but they do not do that, unfortunately. I have seen some guys call Mayday though, and like sit there and watch them, and like they'll land on the runway and just come to a stop and stuff, and then like they just fucking log off, I guess. But it's pretty cool, I guess. I've seen it happen a couple times. All right, now we're on heading for intercept for this ep bed. We'll just pretend we got some vectors just for noise abatement of these fine people down here. They're very sensitive to jet aircraft noises. We had to go around some farmer's house. We'll just pretend that's what we were doing. Now we're going to ep bed. We can probably go ahead and start descending 4,100 feet. Be at 4,100 feet for this one, so we'll just do a little flight level change. And we'll get around down there. Check the Timmy setting for wherever the hell we're going. Old Buck McNair Airport, boys. See, I'll read your chat here in just a sec, Matthew. Sorry, bud, I gotta check this weather here real quick. All right, so the current Timmy setting, we got overcast 1,000, 2968, very low pressure, very low pressure. Go ahead and get that Timmy setting sorted out. I didn't really have to change it too much, actually. All right, we're dive bombing her down towards our first fix on the approach. Probably just brief this approach before we get there and be there in a hurry. So we're coming up on ep bed for our initial approach fix. And then we'll take that left turn 309 degrees to Obmux. This is for the RNAV GNSS 31 left. Final approach, of course, will be 309. We can set that real fast. Actually went the right way with the knob for once in my fucking life. Alright, let's see. Looks like we're going to be minimum descent altitude 2220, airport elevation 1775. Okay, minimum safe altitude 3800. So we're going to come up on ep bed here. I want to be at, what was it saying, 4,100 feet down to Obmux will be our lights up intercept, pick up the, whatever they call that glide path, I guess, on a GPS approach. And we can come down from Obmux down to our minimums here. 2222 will be our straight in landing, so we can go ahead and punch that in real quick. Sorry about that, boys. Go ahead and get that set real quick. Minimums. Oh, it's a radio altimeter. There we go. 2222. Ah, fuck's sakes, it always does that shit, boys. Look at the weather, it's getting shittier though. I'm getting happy about that, boys. Look at that. Gotta crank this barrel. We must have some mountains coming up here from the Rockies or whatever. Get our minimum set. I think we're getting close. What was it, 2222? Somebody just contacted me, I guess. Let me check that out real quick. Another WestJet aircraft. What's this guy? I won't put his name on here. Either I'd like to meet some friends on Vatsim to fly together and stay in touch. Are you up for it? Yeah, I'll message you back there, big dog. Sorry, bro. I'm just a little busy. So we're coming down to 4,000 feet. All right, let's check the chat real quick. So let's see. Matthew O says, gotta do LAX to San Diego flight sometime soon. Maybe a day you happen to get me on San Diego Tower or ground rather. Yeah, you'll be tower soon enough, Matthew O. Yeah, man, I'm trying to kind of stay on the same schedule. I'm just kind of doing a little test to see how it works. Look at this shitty weather, boys. I'm loving it. Look at that, boys. Look at that stuff. We got some nice little storm cells going on over here. Yeah, I'll definitely fly down and visit you, Matthew. Just let me know when you're on, man. And we got some events coming up this weekend. I don't think anything in SoCal, though. But let's see here. I'll definitely come visit you, though, Matthew, for sure. You're gonna hopefully no tubing going on there in San Diego ground, man. Let's see our experience. Seawad Military Air Base. Yeah, yes, sir. That's where we're going. Our experience. Boss Leo, what did you do at TPA? So at TPA, I was a fueling supervisor there, basically for one of our fueling companies that you will encounter. Menzies. You probably see him. Shit, sorry, boys, just bumped the mic. Probably seen him over there pretty much all over the world or everywhere, Menzies Aviation. Yeah, I was a fueling supervisor over there for a while, so I ended up doing a lot of fueling myself. We were always short-staffed, and, you know, I would always fuel, like, whatever the cool British Airways. I'd fuel all the cool shit that I do whatever I wanted, basically, as a supervisor, so kind of fueled whatever I wanted to fuel, and sometimes we get the cool charter flights, like the Chicago Bears and whatever. Like, sometimes I just take on the interesting stuff. Like I said before, I always fuel Delta Airlines because I like flying, or like seeing the 757s up close and touching them and stuff. I dare you to do manual. Hard experience. Can't be that bad, right? All right, maybe fuck it. We'll try it. Tell you what, we'll get up to this initial approach fix ep bed, and then we'll go manual, boys. For hard experience. We'll try it out. Fuck it. Who cares? You got to build the skills, right? Hopefully no tubing either. I started working back into it and did a couple sessions. Yeah, good, man. That's good. I guess it just takes a couple. Like, I mean, I'm looking at it like if I had to do that shit, it would be like a little overwhelming at first. But I'm sure the more you kind of do it, like it would be a little easier over time. You kind of learn where people are going to be. It's just like flying on Vatsim, I guess. Like you kind of learn the cadence of stuff. I mean, yeah, it looks like a good place to start because you just got one runway. It's like a busy ass airport, but one runway could possibly be more of a pain in the ass, I guess. I don't know. You got people waiting on both sides and all that. All right, our experience. He's like, hell yeah, brother, let's do this shit. We're in the suit, boys. We'll be following this magenta line like a champ. Let me go ahead and double check this. Double check our.
2500.
What did I just do? I pressed the space bar and something talked on my fucking. I don't know what just happened. I'm not exactly sure what I did. Oh, maybe that was a 2500 on here. All right, so we can be down to what was it? 4100 recommended. Okay, very good. We'll pull this in here. Obmux, I just got to check and kind of remember this shit. 4050 VDA, we'll pick up the glide path. We'll try and just do our manual. I guess I'll arm the approach. I'm not exactly sure if the glide path will show up if I take over manual. Maybe we'll get on the approach and then I'll like arm it or whatever, and that way I can have the glide path. Although I guess if I just follow the magenta down, we'll just fucking send it, boys. Like, who gives a shit? You know what I mean? There's no controllers on. There's nobody on. It'll be fine. It's just a flight simulator, you know? It'll be alright, boys. Double check there's no like controllers on here or anything we got to worry about. Here comes us. Yeah, we're looking good, boys. Nice and soupy, that's what we like to see. Let's see here, 4,100 feet. We'll watch this altitude. Well, we'll go manual here in just a minute, just for our experience. Matthew, 1 runway, 3 taxiways. Yeah, I could see it being tough though, man. Like I don't take it for granted, man. I believe me, I watched streams. There was like some other dude that was streaming San Diego ground like a few nights ago, and I kind of watched him. I don't remember who I saw there. I think I saw you there, Matthew O, or maybe it was Swedish. I don't remember, but I was like, damn, dude, this is still kind of like a little bit hard on the old brain of Rooney. He was sounding cool, calm, and collected the whole time. You just gotta have some more coffee, I guess, and just fucking lock in, I guess. All right, we gotta slow the fuck down. Actually, holy shit, what are we doing? I gotta fix my chase by. I don't know. Every time I zoom out, it like freaks the fuck out. I'm just not paying attention, boys. I gotta get used to the whole. We're gonna hit some speed break. We're gonna be coming in hot, boys. Fuck it. I'm getting used to like chatting to people and flying the plane at the same time. and kind of forgot to slow the fuck down, but we're doing it for Dale today. Dale Earnhardt would not have slowed down. He landed his son of a bitch on the runway 300 knots. But we're gonna try and fucking slow her down. I don't think we're probably actually gonna take a little. Let's just do a little delay vector. We'll get turned around real quick. I definitely forgot to slow down. This is getting crazy, boys. Give ourselves a little heading change right quick, and we'll turn right in once we get slowed down a little bit. It shouldn't take long to slow her down. Get her down to like 210 knots. And then we'll come right in manually, boys. Got the speed brake deployed. Our MSA, I think, was like 3,000, so we should be alright right around here, I think. What was it saying here? Yeah, 3,800, so we got a little room to spare. I don't want to get too far off here. If this terrain fucking thing works, boys. Alright, that should be good. We're slowing down nicely. We'll turn back in towards the airport. And then we'll go manual, boys. We'll fucking send her manual. Alright, let's see. 309 is our inbound course. We can come in on Obux. Pick up the glide path there. Looking like we're seeing a lot of ground right here. Hopefully we don't fucking smack into a mountain, boys. I'm just kind of going off the deviated path to slow down since I was too busy reading the chat here. I gotta learn to kind of balance it. It's gonna take me some growing pains, boys, if you will. If you guys have any feedback for the stream, man, like tell me to shut the fuck up and just fly the plane sometimes, like, or just tell me like, you know, hey, the volume's too loud on this or it's too loud on that. I won't take it personally, man. I'm just trying to make a better product for you guys. So whatever you guys think, man, just let me know. I'll fucking all ears, man. 309 and be an inbound course. That'll line us up pretty nice, boys, and then we'll go ahead and go manual here. Fish stick's still back there. Nope, she disappeared, I guess. I don't know where she went to. Speed brakes can come up. We don't need that. We can go ahead and throw some flaps in, though. We need to do that for sure. Go ahead and slow her down a little more. Might as well get down to our 170 here, I guess, for our approach. That'll be fine. Alright, below 15, 200 knots, 15 degrees flaps and come out. Well, we can get the gear down too, fuck it. Alright boys, fuck it, manual, let's do it. We're gonna go ahead and get over to our approach course. Might have to do some trimming here. We gotta turn this shit off. Alright, there we go, 4,100 feet. We're gonna hold this right quick. Get the trim going here a little more. This will be fun. We'll do a manual flight, IFR conditions. I don't believe they do this in real life at all, ever, pretty much. I mean, maybe, I don't know, actually. Probably too much of a liability, I guess. Alright, let me get my little magenta line. I can follow that in. Oops, we're descending. We don't want to do that just yet. Auto throttle's going to hold us at 170. Looking good. Climb back up to 4,100 here. Don't want to get too far off. Alright, I'm going to be locked in, boys. I'm not going to be looking at the chat. I do apologize, but we're flying instrument approach. Fucking socked in IFR, boys. Doing our best here. Hold this. I got to trim her out a little more. Oh, we do get the glide path indicator there on the right side, so that's helpful. Dude, our experience, I think you just gave me a new idea, man. I'm just going to fucking manually fly all these approaches. This'll add a little more fun to the old stream, man. Thank you for the idea. I would have just probably flown it on a fucking autopilot, but who wants to watch that shit? This is how real men fly their instrument approaches, just flying by hand, boys. Our experience is a fucking man. He doesn't do this pussy autopilot shit. Alright, boys, we're holding 4,100 as best we can. No clue what the, let's see, the wind. We got 273 at 11 knots. So a little bit of a quarter across the nose. Passengers in the back are fucking puking their brains out. I'm all over the place bumping this shit around. Sorry, boys in the back. Alright, we'll pick up this glide path, Obmux, which will be in about 2 miles. So we'll just do our best to hold this 4,100 for now. That's where it says we should be. Kind of can see the ground a little bit. Oh, fuck, we're descending, boys. Pull that shit up, boys. We gotta get out of the fly what the nice Canadian folks have recommended us. See if we get that lateral navigation come in on that little diamond. What if I arm the approach? Let's try that and see if it turns them pink or anything. Maybe it does. Oh fuck, we're climbing like shit. Sorry boys. A little fucking all over the place here. Alright, let's go ahead and keep our descent going. Don't want to dive bomb it too bad. Alright, we're looking good. We'll let that lateral navigation just kind of gently ease in. I need to slow down probably a little more here. Get some more flaps. Oh shit. Just bumped my throttle. Hopefully that didn't disconnect my auto throttle. That would be a disaster. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and keep her coming around. I think our final approach speed probably somewhere around like 140. I'm not exactly sure. Kind of hard to check it right now, boys. Alright, we need to get that lateral navigation going. Coming down on the glide path nicely. About where we want to be. Landing strobes can come on. Forgot to do that. Gear is down, check. This is fun, boys. We're having fun. Flying into some shitty weather, hand flying. Got a little visual right here. We should be able to see the runway coming in nicely. I'm guessing our approach speed's like fucking 138 or something. Alright, we're watching that glide path nicely. A little off the left to right. Gotta trim this thing out, man. She is heavy on the nose. Alright, let's just check and see if we can get a ref speed. 137, okay, perfect. Alright, we're locked in there, boys. A little bumpy coming in, boys, but hey, it's a fucking storm. What the fuck do you expect? WestJet and passengers probably puking their brains out in the back, but we're a little low. Need to keep that glide path in range. We're getting a little off, boys. We probably would be, well, we're not full deflection. There's our runway right there. This is fun, boys. We're having a blast. Passengers are getting their asses kicked back there.
1,000.
Got a nice crosswind here. A little, not exactly crosswind, but quartering crosswind, maybe 270, 13 knots. Let's see if I can hit my little record. I didn't get the recording program open. I'm going to see if I can get Skydolly to open and get this landing recorded. I don't know, man. It might be a little too late for that. Oh, fuck. We got it, boys. All right, hit record. All right, we'll see how if I can fucking grease this bad boy with the present weather. Look at these low ceilings, man. I love this shit. This is what we came here for, boys. Nice shitty weather. Nice fog and low thousand footers. Hard ceiling, boys. This is great. 3-1 left, verified. Looking good, boys. We're coming on down. Got visual on the runway. Our experience. Thanks for the shout out, man. This is fucking sweet. We got with visual. Hand flying. It was way more fun. Definitely a little sloppy, but we'll get tightened up, boys, for the next few streams. We'll have to work on that. Get a little sharp.
400.
All right, we'll double check our gears down. It is. Landing lights are on. Strobes are on.
300.
Probably should set the old fucking spoilers or whatever the fuck they call them. Speed brakes. Oh, we're looking good. No clue how long this runway is or if we can land on it and make the whole fucking runway, but it looks like it's long enough. I probably should have figured that out. But hey, it's Flight Simulator, you know, whatever, fuck it. Think we'll be just fine.
50, 40, 30, 20.
Alrighty, let's get around that center line a little more. Oh, yeah, not exactly the best landing. Keep that nose, fucking slam that nose down. Well, it wasn't the most pretty landing, definitely not up to spec, but gotta work on her, boys. Overall, kept a pretty non-stable approach. It got a little squirrely there, but we kept her under wraps, boys. We got her figured out. Alright, we'll pull clear this runway. I'm just gonna fucking Dale mode her into the terminal there. Let's just make sure there's no traffic, and then we can go ahead and watch our little stream back. We'll just check old Vatsim radar here real quick. Make sure we're clear. Nobody's flying in this fucking airport. No one's even heard of this airport, probably. Well, probably people in the military, I guess. Yeah, there's no one within like 6,000 miles of us, so we'll just go ahead and expedite our taxi. And we'll get her in the terminal, and then we'll check that replay out real quick. That was a fun flight, boys. I had a blast, man. Clear left, clear right. No one's even close to us on radar. Should be fine to go here, boys. Take a peek at the chat while we're taxiing back. I'm just going to slam her into one of these. Whatever right here is probably good, I guess. Let's see what he saw. I already saw 330 knots when I looked over. I'm a little afraid to read this chat, boys. Yeah, we slowed her down, though. We got her. I fucking caught her, you know. I appreciate you saying something, but we, I'm a little nervous to read this chat. I feel like that was kind of a sloppy approach. And flying her in. But we had fun, though, you know, and we got her on the ground safely. Might have some sick passengers in the back. This is definitely not a standard taxi approach. I don't even know where the fucking terminal is. Probably like this building here, I guess. I could probably just look, but we're just gonna, it doesn't really matter that much. We're just gonna get her parked, and then we'll get her in that little replay going. Let's see here, boys. Where's the fucking terminal on this thing? I'll put it on my other screen so I can stay on the grass, off the grass. I don't even have it doesn't even tell me where the terminal is on here, so we're just gonna call this the terminal. It looks like a terminal, I guess. Maybe a hotel, but convenient, I guess. They don't even have fences at this airport. You just fucking drive around the airfield, do whatever the fuck you want, I guess. I think it's like a military base, so maybe they don't. I figured they would still have fences, but alrighty, this looks like a nice little place for our WestJet plane. It does look like a military base back there, I guess. Kind of looks like little barracks or whatever. Alright, let's check and see. Let me get this sky dial. Oh fuck, gotta disconnect from Vatsim real quick. Alright, we're disconnected. Let's see, we'll run the old sky dolly. We want to do hit stop. Then we'll hit play. Alright, we're in the air. We'll just watch this real quick, and then we'll go check the chat real fast while we're watching. Where the heck's the chat at? Here we go. I got 6 million things open on my screen. Alright, our experience said, I dare you to do manual. We took the dare, bud, and we had a blast doing it. Can't be that bad, right? Yeah, it wasn't that bad, actually. We kept her on course, had her a little fast, but let's see what we got here. Matthew O, San Diego can get hectic, but it's also fun, which is why it's popular on spot on Vatsim. Wait till you get to LA, though. Yeah, I bet that'll be that'll be good to see you at LA, man. You'll be with all the boys. You'll be with that doctor, old Bill. You'll be with Tony. That'll be a blast, man. I think San Diego's a nice airport, though. I'd sit there and watch you fly or watch you control there or whatever. Yeah, look, we got a nice little crosswind coming in here. You can see. Our experience said exciting. What Matthew O said, we had a guy I want to fly the 340 in the pattern the other night. Holy smokes. And an F-16 hitting the Dale button in the pattern. Sounds like some crazy stuff there, Matthew O. People just going crazy. Yeah, that's not too bad of a landing. I think we'll probably smash her a little bit. Let's see what she does here. Wish the camera wasn't so fucking far away. Maybe can we zoom her in? There we go. Not bad with the stiff crosswind, you know. We slammed the nose in there. You can see those wings flexing around. But all in all, that wasn't too bad, I guess. Right, boys? I don't know. Boss Leel says, does your gear give you haptic feedback and turbulence? Unfortunately, it doesn't. Boss Leel, I wish it did. That'd be pretty cool. I think, like, to get something with haptic feedback and, like, you know, like pushing back on you and stuff, or whatever the words are there, I think that would probably cost, like, a shit ton of money. They probably have it, like, if you're really inclined, but it's probably a shit ton of money to have that. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool, man. It'd make it a little more realistic. See, that was the approach of all time. Yeah, I would tell you, I guess it was. We were all over the place, man. Boss Leel says I'm that passenger now. Yeah, I would imagine just barfing and stuff. But hey, for hand flying it, we'll get better though, boys. Don't worry. We'll keep streaming. That looked good from that angle. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. The old Jet of the West. That's right. That's what they call them. Not bad at all. Our experience. Thanks, friends. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for being here. What time is it now? 5:54. Yeah, it's probably about that time. The wife will be getting off work here in a few minutes. I don't even know what I'm eating for dinner, boys. What are you guys eating for dinner? We'll figure out what we're doing, boys. Yeah, man. Had a good time tonight. I'll be on, let's see, Friday, I guess, will be whatever event. They actually have a pretty cool event going on Friday. It's like Minneapolis, St. Paul, St. Louis, what was it, like Mobile or no, somewhere in there, and then like New Orleans, like you just fly up the Mississippi River, probably hit like St. Louis and then hit like New Orleans on the way down. That'd be a good flight. It'd be a good night of flying right there. We'll probably take advantage of that one. But yeah, man, otherwise I guess I'll trying to stream here. What have we been doing? Monday, Wednesday, I guess. So probably Monday, Wednesday during the week, during the afternoon, I'll try and be on here and stream it, and we'll do like some shitty weather flying, and then Friday we'll do some event flying, maybe Saturday. Yeah, it should be a good time, boys. If you guys want some friends to fly with, there's a little group in the whatever they call it description. We got Matthew O as part of it. We got some good boys in there. Just have some fun together flying and try to do good procedures, but have some fun at the same time. But yeah, otherwise, I'll see you guys probably next time. Yeah, Saturday's 24 hours of Vatsim. Yeah, that'll be cool too, I guess. I mean, no matter what you're doing, you can be on Vatsim controller. That's pretty sick, actually. We'll definitely be on, but yeah, man, appreciate all you guys tuning in. I'm honestly humbled to seeing all you guys, the same guys again, man. It's actually insane. Matthew, Boss Leo, Gray Shirt. Our experience, good to see you, man, too. Really just humbled to see you guys all the time. It's actually crazy, man, that you guys want to tune in and watch my silly ass, but yeah, we'll see you next time. I'm gonna go into stream now. And I'll be on Friday night probably. You guys take care. Have a great one. So.